And welcome back. I know we stopped the stream earlier, but thank you for coming back. Now we are on to League of Legends. I'm Amelia, sitting here with,
Hi, it's me again, Sam. I'm the League of Legends coach.
yay, the person that knows all the technical stuff and the person that apparently looks pretty.
I never should have told you this. If you watched our stream on Tuesday, after a certain comment that I made that shall not be repeated, there was a discussion about eye candy on the broadcast team. So, yeah, no.
I shall take it as a compliment. Thank you.
We have an early invade from the enemy team. They brought all 5 in, trying to fish for an early kill. Also, some couple things on our team. We're trying out basically the same team comp we did on Tuesday.
Okay.
The basic idea of the team comp on Tuesday was mass engage across the map. So both Briar and Shen's ultimates can get them across the map in like 2 seconds flat.
Okay.
So what we're really going to be looking for here is the enemy team thinking, oh yeah, I'm in a 2v1 or a 3v2, a really advantageous situation. And then suddenly it's a 4v2 or a 4v3, and we just capitalize on that and get those kills. That worked out really well for us on Tuesday.
So we're not really going to be focusing on lanes too much?
We will be early game just to get those levels like always. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. The one other thing, our normal mid lane is back. We had our alternate in on Tuesday. Truman Jedi Ninjas is back in Mountain Dew fashion.
Yay!
Yay!
Quick question. Are we on
Blue.
live time? Are we supposed to be 3 minutes behind?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to double check because it just didn't seem like we were.
Yeah, no, we totally
are. Good to know. Just
Yes.
wanted to double check that.
Yeah.
So who is everybody playing right now?
Right. So on our bot lane that we're watching right now, that green glowing dude is Shen. That's the one I was talking about with the global ult. The purple and blue galactic girl is Misfortune.
Right.
Totally got pulled into turret range, unfortunately, there. Their enemy team support is a Blitzcrank that has a mean hook. His big thing is he hooks you in, and if he can get you in turret range, you'll just kind of freeze. And then their enemy ADC is an Ashe who slows you. Ashe Blitz is an evil combo.
Okay.
Because it'll hook you in and slow you. Also, their Kayn coming in for a really early gank. They're looking to get that double down bot lane. Couple flashes used, back under turret range.
But it looks like we dropped down to our turret.
We do. But, you know, in a 1v3, that's about all you can do. Could have gone a lot worse for us. That enemy jungler that we saw is a Kayn. I talked a lot about him on Tuesday. Kayns can be really deadly. We'll see that once he transforms into either red Kayn or blue Kayn. That's our support roaming mid. Their mid laner is Tristana. Ooh, it's Mega Gnar.
Yay!
Mega
We like
Gnar.
Mega
And now it's back to
Gnar.
Mini Gnar. And Mini Gnar is going to get pasted. Ooh, that's a flash. He might die to minions if he's not careful there.
Yeah, that was very little health.
It was, especially at like 3rd level. That little's going to be like 20. So painful that we didn't get that kill there, and now their jungler's top lane looking to get that gank, even it back out.
Yeah, it looks like he healed up a little bit.
Just a little bit, probably popped a healing potion, getting the flash, running away from the jungler, trying to get at least a kill. His thinking right now, there's the flash from the jungler. Got run down, unfortunately. His thinking would have been, might as well get one. I'm going to die, might as well go down swinging. We've got a massive team fight for 4 minutes in. They weren't hunting after our jungler. The Ignite gets the jungler. There's a heal coming in on the Tristana. That's a 4v2 mid where they died. Getting into turret range with that root, totally coming in clutch there. Couple of really low ones if we can polish him off. That Ignite might get that Kayn. It does not, but the Ashe does get the poke in on the Lissandra, finishing her off. This is brutal.
Yeah, things aren't looking good for us. We have about 6,000 gold and no kills against their 8,000 gold and 4 kills. They definitely have an advantage. Okay, it's not definite advantage, but it's
an advantage.
It's an advantage.
The fact that we're only 5 minutes in and they have 4 kills isn't great.
Yeah.
The good news for us is that we scale later game than they do for the most part. So it's not the end of the world right now. We're going to be watching in those team fights for those Blitzcrank hooks to just disrupt everything. Going back to Blitzcrank Ash being a bad combo, one of my good friends actually runs Blitzcrank main. He's got like 2 million mastery points on it.
Ooh.
Yeah. When I say he made Blitzcrank, I mean he plays Blitzcrank. And so I'll run Ash with it. And if you do it right, they push too hard, you pull them into turret range, and then Ash slows them so they're getting pelted with turret shots on top of all of your stuff.
So that's like a quick kill. That's easy pickings.
It is. If Blitzcrank gets his hooks in you, especially with an Ash, it can be very quick pickings.
It looks like we're pushing up a little bit on bot lane.
Kane is in lane again looking for that. He's very gankalicious right now. Which Kane gets his... Oh, there's that pull in and the ignite. I think Misfortune's going to go down, going to try and get the Ash. Yes, he will. And I think we can turn that round into a Blitzcrank. Not quite. Not ready to turret dive quite yet.
But we do have a kill on the board now.
We do. And that was the same hook,
that
slow trap that they've been trying to get. It wasn't a turret range, but it was the same idea. So the fact that we turned it around, like I said, we scale late game. We will be fine. I have confidence.
I do too. Our league teams, I'm pretty confident with.
So I haven't talked about Gnar much because top lane is islanding right now. They're vibing.
Yeah,
they are doing top lane things.
That's top lane.
That's top lane. They are doing top lane things.
How's our mid lane though?
Not great.
Yeah, let's go to top lane.
How's our mid lane doing? Gets killed. Yeah, there's that hook again. Unfortunately, on this one, there is no support, and it's just a hook and kill. They're winning in every lane right now.
We don't like that.
No, we don't.
But they still don't have too much of a gold advantage, so we have
We
that.
are up on turret plates in them. That's where the real difference is coming in. Looks like they are going to get first Drake. So the reason that Kane's been so gank heavy is he transforms based on orbs he gets from damaging champions. Red or blue depending on melee or ranged. So he wants to gank early to get those orbs to transform into his more powerful self.
That is very good strategizing.
That was a poor move by our jungler. Went in on a 1v3 and just got murdered.
Yeah.
It was the Ashe ult, but now they're going to get a completely unopposed Drake. We weren't in a position to challenge it anyway, but, we didn't need to give him a kill for that.
Yeah, that didn't seem like the best idea. Maybe he thought that
I
he
don't
was
think
going to
he
have
thought they were there.
Oh,
I don't think he knew they were there because he was going for the scuttle crab vision, and we don't have any vision there. So I don't know if he knew they were there.
That could be it. Yeah.
They were missing. It would have been a good bet, but I'm not sure he knew they were there. Tristana has phenomenal rundown power with her bombs. She's explodey. She hurts. Lysandre also scales a lot better late game. So I'm hoping our late game's going to pick up. This isn't looking great right now. And then there's Gnar. He gets big. That's his thing.
Yes,
he
that
gets
is true.
all angry and big, and that's his thing. That's Blitz going in for that hook, and there's the Kane for the gank.
Looking like a 2v3. Oh, yeah, a 2v3 right now.
It is a 2v3, and Ash is going to pick him off. We're going to get the Blitzcrank kill off of the Ignite. No, we're not. Oh, my God.
This is not looking good for our team.
If you look at it, we should not be down 1-8. We should have 4 or 5. All those kills, all those ones where they were like that much health, had we gotten those, it would have been so much more even.
Oh, that's true.
That's why I'm saying don't count us out. Because, in every exchange, there's been 1 or 2 that are really low health that we just can't quite finish. So, yes, we're not getting the gold. Yes, we're not getting the kills. But it's not like we're getting completely murdered here.
Yeah, because they have to retreat, too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Here,
there it goes.
That is now
like
2v8.
A stiff cough would have killed him. So, just being able to capitalize on those kills and actually get them will come in super handy. First Rift is up. We'll see who goes for that.
So far, the stats are 0 Drake, 0 Rifts, 0 Towers for us, but 15,000 gold and 3 kills. On the opposing side, things just changed. It's 9 kills, 16,000 gold, 0 turrets, 0 Rifts, but 1 Drake.
So say I think you picked the wrong time to give us the scoreline update
Yeah,
when the
yeah.
scoreline was updating.
But
There's
it
not a good time
happened.
to do a scoreline
Really
update.
isn't.
We're starting to get the pressure down. We're starting to execute on this comp. The only issue I'm seeing is Blitz and Ash are just consistently pounding that misfortune right now.
Yeah, he noticed that our misfortune was going up and attacking, and he just came around and flanked from
Oh, yeah.
behind, which is great play. Would like to see it from our players rather than our opponents.
Yeah, they need to play terribly. Like Kenny does.
It looks like one of our players is going.
The only issue I have with it is that means that Ash is getting, a lot of kills, a lot of gold, and all of that. There's the Shen going in again. He's going to get taken down if he's not careful. By the way, that is a username change. That's Tiger Blue Essence Babe. He's now Honda Civic Abuser.
Okay,
So
I'm going to call him Honda.
Yep. Maybe Honda Civic if you wanted to, make it long.
Yeah,
But and there's another hook. This Blitzcrank cannot miss. And there's the Ash ult for the stun. Heals, ignites, ult. I think we get the 2 here.
Oh,
I do. We keep it, we stay
go.
alive. And both of those went into our ADC, so that was great. On
We
the top
like
side of
that.
the map, we did see Kayn take the first Rift Herald completely unopposed, drop it top lane, trying to get that Gnar some extra oomph. Our mid laners roaming up to see if they can be of support, and that's the Briar ult coming in. Going to just absolutely murder that Gnar and take Shelly before it gets a hit on the turret. Could not have been executed any better.
Yeah, it looks like we're picking up speed. We are only 100. Actually, no, I think we have gold advantage
We
now.
do. We're 700 up with the yeah.
Beautiful. So we don't have any drakes, don't have any rifts, don't have turrets. But we now have 6 kills, V10, the gold advantage. Things are looking up. We like this.
We do like this. We're starting to be able to get the kills and capitalize on.
How's our jungler looking? I noticed that they're going around taking out some jungle monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That works.
jungler's jungling.
The jungler's jungling. We like that.
Not doing terribly. That ult top lane is what we want to see now that he's level 8. He's prioritizing the smite and then just flying in on the fights he's needed on. So that's a perfectly fine thing to focus on. Bot lane, they are getting more turret plates, but the gold is getting split between the support and the ADC, whereas the turret plates we've gotten, all of it has gone to the ADC. And there's Mega Gnar again. Big stompy stompy.
Is that their Meganar?
Yeah. They have a Gnar. I love Mega Gnar. Like, I can't talk about him because he's just fun to watch. We have the jungler coming in for the gank. There's a flash. Unfortunately, their mid and jungle is coming in. We're going to want to hopefully... We're going to see us get wiped here. That is a teleport coming in from mid lane to try and get in on the action. There's the jungler coming in and just going to get picked off. And that is 3 dead, 4 dead for none.
That is a triple kill.
That is what I was worrying about with that Ashe. That did not go how anybody wanted it to go.
No.
That's what we were doing to the opposing team on Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll agree to that.
Yeah.
But it's not the best to be experiencing that. It looks like Gnar healed up and turned into Mega Gnar, trying to get some of those minions. And down in bot lane, taking out that turret.
That's going to be first turret to the enemy team, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, there's the Briar ult, trying to push off, trying to secure the turret. Going to go in, not going to get the turret, going to get the kill. That's going to be a lovely shutdown. They do get second Drake unchallenged, but it's looking like our bot lane's going to head up, try and challenge. Nope, deciding to hang tight with just the minions there.
Yeah,
I think where we're getting disadvantaged, Tiger plays a very roaming support. That's how he plays a support. And this is not a 2v1 where Gavin can just hang out, kind of play it safe and win. He's going to keep getting punished. He's going to keep getting brutalized. Pop's ult, hopefully going to get that Kayn kill. Maybe not. There's the Shen for the shield. Get the Kayn. Ash ult coming in, missing. The stun, though, will hold off on pulling off the Blitzcrank. Whew.
Looks like we're going after that Gnar there, but he's retreating towards the turret. Oh, no, change tactics.
It's top lane. They're islanding. They're doing a lot of running back and forth.
I mean, it is. I like top lane. Personally, the few times that I play, I like going top lane.
Tristana is trying to just pound down on Lissandra, and Lissandra's not letting it happen. We'll see how it goes. We're kind of back to laning. I will say that we have seen 22 kills in the first 15 minutes. This
Which
is a
is
bloody
impressive.
match.
Yeah, it's rather impressive.
Bot lane turret did get taken down. It was the first turret of the game.
Mhm.
We saw that one coming. Not a big surprise there.
Yes. So, I mean, stats-wise, it's not looking too good for us.
It's not looking terrible, though.
Yes.
Lissandra was waiting for the Briar to come in to take out that Tristana, and then their bot lane just came up. Looks like they're rotating lanes, and we just caught the rotation wrong. Shen going in for some more kills, and he's going to get picked off by Ashe. There's the Ashe ult coming out. Going to get picked off by those quick arrows from Ashe. In turret range now. Going to keep getting picked off. Ashe flashes out of turret range. And then we switch top lane. I love this. I love this directed cam. I didn't need to see what happened down mid lane. That wasn't important anymore.
No, nothing's
Nothing's
is happening.
important.
It's not like we just lost a turret.
No, nothing was happening there.
Yeah. Love directed camera. It's like, oh, I'm going to direct you to important things. Proceeds to direct you off the important things.
It's semi-important, potentially. Back to Mini Nar. Just look at him. He's so cute.
He is cute, but he's heading for our turret, which we don't like.
He is.
With
but
pain.
He's cute. He's cute. If we're going to die, we might as well die to somebody cute.
That's like the Captain Marvel movie, The Cat.
Never seen it.
Let's just say
I know, I'm disappointing.
no, it's fine. I'm more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. It's just that I've seen the movie. Nick Fury's cat is actually an alien monster.
I believe
that
it.
Looks like a cat.
I believe it.
And he didn't believe it the whole movie until the very end when he ate aliens and then proceeded to eat Nick Fury's eye. And that's how he lost his eye.
That is the stupidest way to lose an eye I've ever heard of.
The cat ate it.
Another gank coming in top lane.
Sorry.
Top lane's really the only lane where we're not losing yet. So Kane's really coming down. We do see our support coming up to try and help, but we also see their bot lane coming up. Right now, they're just going for the team fights. That's their game plan, is just murder in hordes. They're just going to start hoarding, and, you know, I wish I could say I don't like it, because I don't, but it's working.
It is working. We have one of their turrets, so that's nice. But they just took another one of ours.
That is the disadvantage to their game plan, is if they keep hoarding, then it leaves us open to get turrets. So we have taken 2 turrets. We have even the turrets back up. No, we haven't. Sorry,
no,
they
have 3.
I do. And then second rift is up, and I do think they're going for that. Lissandra's finally going to get that kill in on Tristana, get a lovely shutdown. Lissandra should start doing better into that Tristana now. Tristana's just explosive and painful early game. She's generally an ADC. So,
but heading later game,
she falls off a little bit. Is what it is. So, we're doing all right. It's not great, but I've seen worse.
True. We are heading into halfway through our 18th minute. We have 0 Drakes, 0 Shellys, but 2 turrets and nearly 33,000 gold and 9 kills against 2 Drakes, 2 Shellys, 3 turrets, 35,000 gold, and 17 kills.
You know, when you put it that way, it's just depressing.
Yeah, I knew as soon as I said it. But you know what? We are doing better.
You committed, and I love it. But, like...
It happened.
It was a little depressing.
It's not like everything's
We are going to hopefully see
downhill.
a team fight mid. Briar's engaging early because she got pulled in by the Blitzcrank. So now the rest of the team has to engage. Otherwise, she's just going to get picked off. There's the flash. There's a Misfortune ult into the Ashe ult. We're going to get that first kill. Kane should be going down. That's a kill on the Ashe. In comes the Tristana to help out. Kane hops on, does get the kill, gets the healing off of it, but is going to get promptly met by the entire rest of the team. Leaves the Tristana and the Mega Gnar, who's finally coming down.
I should get you some water.
I have some. It's fine. I just need to remember to breathe in the middle of all this.
Yeah,
we chase down the Tristana. Gnar has finally entered the chat. Malphite has come back in. We're going to get that 3rd Drake.
Which is wonderful. We love that.
We're finally getting objectives.
Yay!
Woo!
And we do get the Drake.
Well, when their entire team is dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard not to get the Drake.
Gnar is the only one who's left, but he is in mini form right now. Pretty close to getting Mega. When that yellow bar fills all the way up, he will Mega Mega.
And
it's
it's gonna
red, so
happen
he can
soon.
mega on his at his will. There's
There
the
we
mega.
go.
And
I
this
love
is
how we
apparently more important
switch.
now. You know, this is not important. There we go.
We're back here.
For the record, for anybody watching, this is Riot's AI controlling the camera right now, not any of our guys. I promise we're not just flaming our production crew horribly.
It's the AI.
It's the AI. We
And it
can
looks
flame
like-
computers until they uprise, but, well, that's next year's problem.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Nar's heading back up to top lane, and it looks like our top laner is heading for that turret, but is going to get flanked from behind by
That's
Nar.
our mid
and then
laner, unfortunately. And he's not going to have the hit points to put up with both that Kayn and that Gnar. He's going to get absolutely shredded. Flashes over the wall, trying to take somebody out as he goes, but just the two. In comes the Briar ult, pops the stopwatch.
Oh!
And the Shen ult, that is what I was talking about in this team comp to look out for is it's a 3v1, it's a 2v1, and suddenly you're all dead. Getting the Blitzcrank kill in bot lane, there's the Shen.
We're catching up now.
I know, right?
We have gold
there's
advantage.
the Tristana trying to come in. We got to be careful. We are in turret range. There's the flash out of the Tristana, but just going to get chased down. Lissandra's low health should not be. I understand why he's trying to chase it, but really shouldn't be. Getting told to back off by the team. And we're back with Krugs. Kill the rocks.
Kill the rocks.
Kill the rocks.
Get the levels.
Bad rock.
Bad rocks.
There's a Tristana running through. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't healed. The Oracle lens does let him see it. Will get caught in turret range low enough. Did get caught in turret range far more than he needed to. I don't think he was expecting to get the kill quite that fast. You know, you asked me earlier how the jungler was doing. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, I see that.
Yep.
Yep.
It was a rough start in terms of the neutral objectives. There's our ADC. There's the teleport coming in from our support. Going to try and finish off that Kayn. Will be able to. Going to keep running. Otherwise, the Ashe is going to get him down. Ashe has to keep running from the shed now. It's going to be interesting. I think Ashe is going to have quick arrows up. But taunted. Oh my.
And we
pull
get that
off the kill. And we're Baroning. That would have been important to see.
Ooh.
That is a lot of wards there. Everybody can see everything. There's the Blitzcrank trying to pull out. I don't think we have the positioning to Baron right now, but we're going to get a couple kills in the pit.
And we are now even on kills.
Top lane needs to be a little bit careful, kind of low, popping the honey fruit to get some health, and chasing down that Gnar in mini form. Looks like we might be going back to Baron again. Baron would be great for pushing if we can get it. Looks like we're going to clear out some of that vision down back there. That was a lot of wards back there. Tristana's going to chase down and get a kill on our support.
Looks like we're teleporting, or was that?
No, that was death.
Oh, okay.
I'm so helpful.
Thank
our
you.
top laner needs to be kind of careful. They are coming in again saying, oh, yeah, you're still there. We're going to try and come in again. That's the Ashe arrow for the stun. It was long range, so it's going to be a really long stun. Going to get that polish off on Lissandra. Unfortunately, going to keep chasing, but the Misfortune's coming in for the flank. I think the Ignite might get the Malphite. If not, that'll be great. Briar running away. The ADC doing hecka damage to that Tristana. Trying to stay out of the way and get the flank, but still get the damage in, and doing a truly great job. Unfortunately, there's the Ashe, and now it's going to be a 3v1 if we're not careful. Trying to get back into turret range, trying to kill that Kayn. Briar ult just misses as Kayn pops his ult to get on, and that could have played out very differently. Blitz trying to get the hook out from under turret. We're playing it safe. They're going to get that turret.
Centering around mid lane, which could be bad if we decide to go top lane. Or, well, bot lane has one person down there, but
it's all right. They pushed a little bit. They're backing off. This is a pretty tight game.
Yes. Gold is looking pretty even too. They have 5 turrets.
Stop it.
I know I'm saying bad news, but guess what? It is still news that we need to hear.
If only you were the American mass media system. You're a journalism major, aren't you?
What?
You're a journalism major, aren't you?
I am in fact not.
Oh, thank God.
I am an environmental science major.
Oh, that is so much more helpful. I was so concerned for a minute.
Yeah.
There's a Drake pit, a fight happening in Drake pit, even though Drake has not actually spawned in yet. We're coming in, we're getting the kills, we're cleaning out Drake pit. Just in time for Drake to spawn. Nar's the only one left on their team. We're going to try and hunt him down while Briar and Misfortune actually start the Drake. Get the Drake, get the kill. Should potentially get that Nar. Might have just the movement speed to keep going.
One thing I'm noticing with this game is everybody's everywhere. Yeah, this is not the gameplay that I'm used to seeing with League. This is more of how I played when I knew nothing. And I would just go everywhere.
Well, that's their
So-
team comp to a certain extent. That's the point of the Shen ult, the Briar ult, and the Malphite teleport is they can end up anywhere.
Okay.
That's kind of the point. This is a very bloody, very active game. I'm not hating it. We are going to push Baron, and it looks like we're going to get it this time. We took advantage of them all being dead, took Drake, immediately swung it into Baron. Beautiful
we
Baron.
get
That's going to
Baron.
come in very handy. And all of our teammates were back up, so they all got it. Because if you're dead, you do not get not ult, Baron.
Oh, that's interesting.
Same with
I did not know
Elder
that.
Breath. Blitzcrank is fishing for that misfortune. There he's going to use the Empowered Recall to get out of there. A lot of backs coming off that Baron, getting the items, getting ready to head back out and push. We've got Tristana, Kane, top lane, a whole bunch of people top lane. Bot would be a good lane to push, especially with Gnar backing. We'll see where we end up going. 26 minutes in, and I need a breath.
Sorry, I got this. Well, actually, we'll see if I got this. So we are now top lane. That did not look like Gnar. But oh well. Now we're with the enemy jungler, kind of wandering around. A blue orb that I don't know what it is. I don't know what many things are, but we'll see.
That is a blue buff.
Oh.
So once Smite gets all the way upgraded, the drops a copy of the buff for somebody else on the team to pick up. I just saw one of our teammates walk around. I don't think they realized we're still on the 3-minute delay, so we'll see how this ends up going.
Yeah.
They're
It looks
accidentally
like-
spoiler alerting it. There goes the Ash ult coming in. First kill on Kane is good. He's a lot of their damage. Blitzcrank flashing over the wall, still going to get killed. We're pushing in, using that Baron buff to full advantage. It is just Tristana and Gnar. Gnar gets Briar ulted. Mew.
I do have good news to report now.
Yes, you do. You have great, well, not all great news. Maybe give it like 2 more minutes while we push on this Baron and then report the news.
Yeah, I was just gonna go for goal and kills, but sure.
Oh,
we can wait.
yeah, no, that's a good
We got good news. Just
We shall only
wait.
report the good news.
54,000 gold for our Vandals against their
Oh.
48,000 and
Oh.
29 kills. We like that against 22 kills.
We're taking full advantage of that Baron buff before it runs out. Pushing
and we
hard.
Tear it. We gotta tear.
We're gonna crack their
Turret.
base on this one. Briar just cracked in.
Oh,
Inhibs are going down. We have Baron. We're full pushing, and enough. 3 of them are still dead. Gnar will be up in 9 seconds.
A
Their
nexus.
damage outputs are the ones that are up, but we do have 2 inhibitors down, and Baron's still
Oh.
up. So we're gonna have those supercharged cannon minions. You'll notice they're hitting from way in the back. We should be able to get at least 1, if not both of those turrets. There's the first one down. Finishing off Tristana,
Oh.
just using that poke to its fullest advantage. Just engaging at our turret now. We really have decided that we don't care.
it's working out well. We've taken out pretty much
And
all
now
the
it's just the
turrets. that-
Nexus. Mega Gnar just gets chunked in half. I don't know what happened to him. There was a shutdown on Briar, but Misfortune just cleaning up, doing the damage, just
Double
going to
kill.
bonk down Nexus. And there's the win.
Wow. We were doing. It was pretty rough for a lot of the match, but that ending was.
They
you were-
committed.
Yeah.
They committed to their team comp. I am going to go talk to them. And
That
I will
was-
debrief this game in just a sec once I get them set up for their next game.
Yeah, no problem.
But in short, if you know me and you know when I play League, I say all it takes is one team fight into a Baron to win.
And
They
you-
team fought into a Baron. They won.
beautiful.
I will be right back.
All right. We will see you soon, and I guess I'll be entertaining, or will we going into a break? Okay, so we'll be back soon to check up on that second match, go through it with us, and see you soon. Thank you. Welcome back to our second League of Legends match. Now, our first one went really well, as you saw. I mean,
Really well would have been a curb stomping from the beginning.
we can't expect that every time.
But we can hope for it.
We can definitely hope for it. But we're about to start the next match, as I said, obviously. We have I didn't get to see who.
We're trying some different champs from last time.
Oh?
This is their last game before we start actual league stuff next week.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to have some fun. We're seeing that was a fast load-in.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Normally
seeing the
it's a little
same
slower.
Briar mid that we have been, Briar jungle that we have been seeing. This time around, we're going to see a Scion top. He's even tankier than Malphite. So same style of play, different champ. Orianna mid is one of Truman's favorites. Doesn't get played very much. Adorable skin. I mean, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at that. Kaisa bot with a Galio support. Galio's another one of the tankier supports that we'll be seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have quite the teleport, but should still be a game changer.
Ooh.
And in a fancy skin, too. Little shoulder shimmy coming off there. Enemy team is going to have a Gangplank top lane. A Karthus jungle, which is just irritating. A Lux mid. An Ezreal support. Ezreal ADC and Bard support.
It looks like Lux is coming up to top.
They're in a one-on-one right now, so they're going to try and get that early kill top. Looks like Karthus was starting top anyway, so that was the play they decided to make. Scion has a special ability that we're going to be able to see here in a sec, where when he dies, he goes into zombie Scion form. And here comes the rest of our team, getting all the flashes getting burned here. Even if we don't get any kills, we're still going to get a huge flash advantage. There's the Scion kill, even while he's dead. The other two are low. Now, the thing about Karthus as well is Karthus still does damage while he's dead for a short time. Kaisa finishing the pick off on Gangplank. I told you we were going to be fine.
We're just fine.
We are just fine.
Yeah, and it is now 2 kills to 1. We have gold advantage as well, so things are looking up.
A lot of flashes getting used in that one, but really only the flashes. Looks like it was a 2 for 2, which is not the end of the world for flashes. Getting kills on early flashes is totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely made a interesting situation good. Scion should bully Gangplank early game. We'll see if that holds true, but it should be a thing.
It looks like there's going to be a confrontation in mid lane with Lux and one of our players.
But top lane's going to secure that kill if they're not careful. I just want to point out, Gangplank's normally a pirate who sets barrels of gunpowder.
And that explode, I'm guessing?
That explode. That's like his thing. But this skin is the beat skin, so he's wielding a tiki torch and setting out watermelons.
I love that.
It's adorable. I don't know why the watermelons explode, but they are.
Well, have you ever seen a watermelon explode?
Only when idiot frat boys put too many rubber bands on it.
It's fun.
And apparently you.
Well, I don't use rubber bands.
There are questions to be asked there. Though I don't think we're going to ask tonight. At least not while this is going.
I am from rural Idaho. I have fun.
That's all
ways.
the information we need.
We now have 3 kills. Looking great. Gold advantage still.
Top lane is finally winning.
Yay!
Our Tavian top lane, I love him dearly. I love all of my players dearly. He's not a great top laner. He's not super comfortable top lane. We put him top because we decided that we were going to have a weaker top side and that he could hold down the fort a little bit. That's why he's been playing tankier champs, is because then they can still come in and make a difference even if they're behind.
Okay.
This game, for the first time all week, he is not behind. He was even with Mega Gnar last game. I will give him that, but he is actually ahead this game. I think Scion might be his champ.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll find out. Ezreal getting some damage in. Galio getting back out. Galio getting the range down on that little cyclone punch thingy. Karthus coming in for the gank. Bot lane, just be careful. They don't have any vision there. They do not see that Karthus coming. We'll see if the Karthus can fully engage. Telling his team to bait them and all of that. Getting the stun in on the ignite and on the Galio. There's the Karthus wall. That's the Galio. Polished off. But in return, our jungler helps get the Lux mid. Our Kaiser retreats back. 1-for-1, different lanes. Pretty even.
Yeah,
Getting
one
a
thing
mid kill is way better than getting a support kill. So technically we won that.
I wish the AI would, point us towards bot lane, because something interesting happened there, apparently. But, I
Nah.
guess we're not going to see it.
No. Oh,
I-
sorry. You wanted to see what was going on in the game?
Oh, I guess I did, but not
How
gonna
dare
happen.
you?
But I did notice earlier that our jungler was going around taking some kills on the various monsters, and it looked like doing pretty well. So we got a solid jungler.
We do, especially on Briar. He's getting a lot better on aiming Briar ults. There's the support coming up, so our support's also coming up top. We're about to see a 2v3 top here. Getting the stun in on the Scion, but remember, Scion has Zombie Scion. Looking to get that gangplank. There comes the support coming in. We're going to have a 2v2. Looks like Karthus decided to head mid. We have the health advantage. We're going to see if we can't get it, I think, here. Scion pushing hard, getting the stun in. Galio going to hopefully try and finish off that gangplank. Just a little
But
bit
they
of pushing.
were retreating towards turret, I believe, except for
Galio still chasing Barden. Doesn't have the level advantage, but just has the oomph. There's the gangplank. Unfortunately, there's the Karthus coming in, getting stuck in the wall. There's the Scion. It is a 2v3. Getting the kill on the
Ooh.
gangplank. Galio does get finished off, unfortunately. Scion, if he dies, is going to have Zombie Scion. Is going to probably die here. Just going for the Zombie Scion because there's our jungler coming in, looking to polish off, looking to get the finish.
Oh,
There's
it looks
the
like
kill
we
on
will.
Karthus. Zombie Scion goes down, is what it is. Jungler has to be real careful here, dodging that Karthus that's still dead, that's just shooting off things. Mid lane's
that
going really well
Lux?
for Orianna, it looks like. There's the kill. Graves still going in, just murdering that Bard, trying really hard. Unfortunately, didn't quite get it. Is what it is.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
It
in
wasn't a
5
complete
seconds.
loss. It wasn't a complete loss on top lane. Here in bot lane, I can speak.
Nah, speaking's not important.
It's 2v1 up in top lane. It looks like Scion came back. He's hanging around turret.
He's got a pretty big wave of minions that Gangplank push, so he needs to push them back out just a little bit. It should calm down for a little bit here.
I mean, it's already cut down pretty.
It looks like this Bard, Mr. Fartmaster 420,
Yup.
is deciding to just roam, which is going to push. Which is going to push our support to roam more, which is where he's most comfortable. Getting the pick kill on the Karthus here, and then getting out of his corpse's way. That was the Ezreal ult coming in. And I don't think it hit anything. Unfortunately, our Galio's on the wrong side of history here. Gangplank is super low. Scion can't finish him off. He's going to recall.
Yeah,
might
I mean,
be
with
over-
that little health.
I think we're overextending a little bit. Getting a little greedier than perhaps we should. But,
We're going to ignore those celebratory noises.
yeah, so I think in about 3 minutes, we're going to see something cool.
Yup.
Just don't remember that. Just, forget that in the next 3 minutes.
And we should be coming up on seeing either a Drake, right? Drake
Well,
should be coming
Drake's up. Drake's
Oh,
been up
okay.
since 5 minutes. Rift is about to spawn, and it'll spawn at 8. We're getting to the point where these junglers are level 6. They're starting to hit. I'm just, completely shredding my nails at this point.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's great. We're getting to the point where they're starting to get that 900 smite, so we might be about to see a smite fight out. We'll see. We'll see where they end up going. Orianna pushing that Lux. There's the Bard again. Like I said, this Bard has just been roaming hard, getting it in. Our support's staying in his lane for once. This is not what I'm used to seeing out of Tiger.
They wander quite a bit.
Yeah.
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 I mean, not that it usually turns out badly, but
We have a very wandering support, and it works out great for him.
pretty much.
Yeah, their support's top lane now.
It looks like we're heading to Rift. Is that where we're going?
I don't know. I think everybody's just heading. I think bot lane's heading mid
Oh,
to try and
yeah.
get that Lux. They are rifting. We're going in to challenge it, and I think we're gonna get it. There's the Karthus death.
Oh.
There's the Lux ult coming through. JJ needs to move out of that Karthus before he gets polished off. He does get polished off by the still dead Karthus. Galio going in. Lux flashing away. There's still a Bard and Scion dueling up here, by the way. Did I mention Rift is still going and still slightly damaged?
Yep. Honestly, we almost got Rift, but he retreated. Well, we got too far away,
Yeah.
and then he retreated to the center.
But now we have Rift Prio if we want to go for it, and we are going to get that Rift and grab the eye.
Oh, maybe that was... No, it still hasn't been 3 minutes, so... I wonder what's more exciting than that.
So we get the Rift. Nobody's touched Drake yet, which is completely fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's going towards it either. Oh, wait, no, just as I say it.
I think our Galio is just heading back bot lane to help out. No, I take that back. We are pinging. We might be looking to Drake. Make it just a Galio and Briar Drake.
Oh. Little interesting things happening in mid lane.
A lot of poke. Lux has a lot of poke. More poke than Orianna does. So we'll see that starting to come out now.
Orianna retreated, but I guess did not see
There's the
jungler.
Karthus coming in on the mid laner. If you can hear the whoops from our team, no, you're not.
You can't hear them. They don't exist.
They do not exist.
We
They
now
are
have
not the teams you are looking for.
So, looking at the stats, these are decent.
I think you can read these stats. I think I'm
Yeah.
okay with you reading the stat line.
Yeah, so, we got the Drake. As I start saying this, we got the Drake, we got the Rift.
And
No
there might be about to
turrets
be a
yet.
couple kills coming in, so you might want to hold off another 30 seconds.
Another 30 seconds? All right.
Maybe.
We'll
This has been a busy game.
It has been a busy game. I mean, we're only 11 minutes in, and this has happened.
I love that. What happened in this 20 minutes? This. Going in on their bot lane, that Ezreal is ignited. Don't think it's going to quite take him down. Is healing potioning out of it. Bard's going in. There's the Ezreal ult coming in again, completely missing everything. Bard does get stunned, but it's up against turret range. If that Bard gets too greedy, then we'll see what happens. There's the Scion ult coming in to
Ooh.
pop Lux up. That's going to be a quick and easy Lux kill. Jedi Ninja's getting out of the way.
Taken out.
Jungler's coming up. Didn't even need him.
So, looking at this, 1 Drake, 1 Rift, Herald. Wait, no. Yes, Herald. I was right.
Yeah.
Ha.
Proud of you.
0 turrets, but that's okay. They don't have turrets either. They have gold advantage, but only by, like, less than 1,000, so I'm not worried. And 12 to 9 kills. We like that. We like that a lot. They don't have any turrets, they don't have a Herald, and they don't have a Drake.
Yep. See, I told you to wait
Good
like
news.
30 seconds for the stat line.
True. Yeah. We like this.
Yeah, you either got to pick them over or everybody's dead. Apparently, we really want to watch our jungler killing wolves. And now recalling. I am shocked that we spent that long on a recall.
I know.
Um,
Love the AI.
we're loving it.
Great choice.
That was a long route coming off of that Lux on that Orianna, but not a big deal. If we look bot, it looks like
Ooh.
yeah.
We like that. I liked that it panned to this at that moment.
Yeah, this is important. We're going to get the kill, and now we're panning away, so we don't get to see the kill, but we get to see the 2v3. That was a Galio coming in, getting the kill on the Kai'Sa. Galio's going to get out of dodge. We're going to see if Briar can come in, but our mid lane roaming top to try and get that gangplank kill. Unfortunately, that means that Galio has no support. There's the Briar ult. Briar flying in. That's a kill. Need to get out of that. Galio going ahead and engaging. That should hopefully not going to quite kill the Ezreal either. They really are thirsting after this gangplank. Gonna get the kill in turret range, backing out of turret. Gonna get the Bard kill really low. It's gonna be a big question as to whether the Briar is going to get the Ezreal. That could have gone either way. That was a smooth jump over that wall by the Briar. Hand Scion taking a couple plates. Unfortunately, Lux is getting a couple plates on our side.
But that's okay. Things are looking fairly well for us.
They
the
are.
Lux is retreating back to their turret. Don't know why. But, it looks like they're heading...
There's the teleport coming in.
clash.
This Gangplank's just going to keep throwing everything he's got onto that Scion, and it's not working out for him. I mean, look at how
No,
much damage he's just taken already. Without his little barrel C is nothing.
But he is taking a decent amount of damage off of our Scion.
There's the Karthus coming in. That's the concern. Now it's the zombie Scion. Gonna go running after.
But
that Gangplank. Gonna try and get 1-4. Gonna die before he can. There's the Orianna against the Bard. Bard's still roaming. There's the Lux coming in.
I mean,
Galio's clearing some vision. That was a very important thing to see.
I wish we could get that gold advantage. That would just sweeten the pot just a little bit more.
There's the Galio into the Bard. We're going to see how that does. There's the Kaisa coming up. Gonna get the Airborne. Bard's going to hop through the little portal thingy to get away. If we follow him, we're walking right into 3 of their waiting teams, so we're smart to not follow that, not push it. There's the teleport coming in top by the Scion to not let the gang get any more of an advantage. There's the ult. Not really how you're supposed to use the Scion ult, but is what it is. Chasing down that Gangplank now that Gangplank doesn't have the Karthus, has no help. There's the Briar to just lock it up.
Beautiful. Now it's a 2v2 down in bot lane. But, I mean, I'm not too worried about that. This Bard has been everywhere. Yeah.
He's taking roaming support to a whole new level. There's the Karthus. They do see him on vision, so Orianna's going to try and collapse in on him.
3v1? Yeah, that's
3v1.
not gonna look
There's
good.
the Bard ult coming in to take the Galio out of the battle. We get it. We're staying out of Karthus's little spinny circle of
Death.
posthumous death bolts.
Posthumous.
Posthumous? I thought it was posthumous.
Posthumous.
Huh.
I mean,
After death circle of pain.
yes.
There we go. Galio going in on that Bard. He really wants this Bard, and I don't think it's going to happen. There's
I feel
the
like that's a personal vendetta because the Bard has been a little aggressive.
just a little bit.
Oh,
Like,
we
just a
got
little
another
bit.
dragon.
We did get the next dragon.
And a turret.
And first, not just any turret. First turret. Second
Yay.
rift is also up. This is devolving into a pretty steady ground and pound from us, which is exactly how I like to see it. Steady, not overextending, just taking the lead, keeping it, and maintaining it.
And it looks like we're heading for that rift.
Not
Oh,
quite.
no.
Heading top lane. We'll see where Briar ends up. While top laners can take rifts generally by themselves, it's very rare to see. It looks like Briar's looking to help bot lane since Kaisa was mid. I don't think Scion knows that Karthus is there, so this Scion is going to be playing it pretty carefully. We'll see. Now he knows the Karthus is there. Now he's running. He's getting slowed. He's getting all of that. He cannot 1v2 where he's at now. He has to get back into turret range. There's a zombie Scion. He just got slowed to pieces. Don't think he's going to get anything out of that, unfortunately. Bot lane, we also have a fight going on. There's the switch. Our jungler's going in 1v2, getting stunned, all of that. There's the Ezreal ult. There's the mid lane, actually. So it looks like our mid lane has rotated bot. There's the Briar ult going Neum.
And red team is going for Shelly. We don't like that, but we have
We are challenging it. Should be a Bard and Ezreal polish off there. There's the Shelly.
Ooh.
Gonna get the Karthus kill. Gonna stay out of the way, let Karthus keep damaging Shelly, and then get it before it heals back up to full. There's the Lux coming in. Lux gets the Galio. And I think also gets Rift.
Yeah, they got Rift.
They did. So now Gangplank's looking in to get the eye. Does not get the eye. Gets sniped off instead. If they do not pick up the eye, it will despawn after about 30 seconds. That's what's about to happen. So that was a clutch move from Kaisa, killing Gangplank right before he could get that eye. Keeping them off the eye so we don't get Rift, but they don't get the benefit of dropping Rift in lane either.
We like that.
Sort of. We
Well,
like
I mean,
us
we
getting Rift more.
Yes, but we don't want them to have Shelly.
Exactly.
So, in that situation, it was better.
It was, and we got a couple of really nice kills out of it. I will say, as a Lux player, that was a very nice Lux ult to steal that Rift and solidify it for their team.
Yeah.
I respect that play.
So, looking at these stats now, it's looking pretty good for us.
There's the gold advantage you wanted.
Yes, I know. I saw that. That's why I wanted to talk about it. So, we got 2 Drakes, a Shelly, 2 turrets, gold advantage, 24 kills against their no Drakes, 1 Shelly that they weren't even able to use. 1 turret, and only 36,000 gold. Okay, not just only, but still. And 14 kills.
Yeah. Scion went Neum out of there. They've been starting to pretty consistently 2v1 him, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. It draws them from elsewhere. Means that he is winning that lane, and they are taking him as a serious threat.
And
There's our Scion and our Galio and our Kaisa. Bard's coming in with a Lux. There is a Karthus floating around that I don't think we know about. Bard's getting out of dodge, still going to get hit. That turret's low. Galio needs to be careful. But Lux doesn't get to him. Orianna's going to chase down that Ezreal. Ezreal has a lot of mobility, but it does not matter. Orianna just polishes him off, is on a rampage.
Unfortunately, top lane, we lost a turret.
That's okay. That's top lane. That happens. Like,
Yeah, it's
top
lane.
laners at this level just kind of sneeze on a turret and it goes down. Trying to interrupt that recall of Gangplank to get the kill. Not quite able to do it. Galio is turret diving. Gonna finish off the turret before it kills Galio. There's the Karthus. Kaiser trying to get away. Is going to do so. There's the Galio coming in. Just have to stay out of Karthus's little circle of doom. We'll be okay. Just need to not get too cocky here. That is getting too cocky.
That was pushing a little too hard.
There's the Briar coming in. Should hopefully be able to polish these two off. Our ADC is at a little bit under half health right now, so can pretty safely go in. Gets the kill there. There's the Gangplank. They should not follow through with that, and they won't. Getting some vision going in on the Bard. Already half health. Just zooming in. Bard not able to get away now. We're starting to just take over their jungle and say, this isn't your jungle anymore. This is our jungle. You are not safe in your jungle anymore.
Successfully, well, rather successfully.
Yes. Drake is spawning in 30 seconds at this point. That will be our third Drake. We have the positioning and the priority to take it, so I don't think we're going to see that getting challenged. Baron is up as well. Sion's coming in to wail on this Gangplank some more. Unfortunately, there's the Karthus. Sion's winning the 1v1s, but Sion's not getting the 1v1s anymore. There's the Scion kill. There's the Kaisa coming up to support against the Karthus, and they surrendered.
Ooh, I love that play. I mean, Scion with support from 2 of our other Vandals, and they surrendered?
Yeah. It popped up in chat. They surrendered.
Well, that's great. I guess we know what the cheers were for. I mean,
had we surrendered at that point in our last game, we would have never known we won. They still had a chance.
They did. I mean, they had 2 turrets against our 3. I mean, they didn't have a Baron or a Drake, but I mean, we didn't have a Baron either.
Yeah.
We only had Shelly.
It was winnable.
Yeah. But
it is what it is.
Us winning isn't a bad outcome.
You know, you are never going to hear me complain about us winning.
Pretty much.
So I am going to go say goodnight to my guys. So that means that I'm going to say goodnight to you guys first.
So thank you.
Always
for
a pleasure.
casting with me.
Always a pleasure.
I'll tell you more about the watermelon thing later.
Yeah, apparently. I think I need to learn more about this watermelon thing. Though I will say, I'm from rural Idaho. Explains a lot.
It does.
As somebody from Texas, it explains a lot.
Whistle pigs are fun, too.
All right. Have a good night, you guys.
See ya.